Oh, I like these questions. It's just this is just one of those, like, how much do you know about conduction, convection, radiation questions, and you've got to do it in terms of a UPVC window. So I'm not going to read all that. Explain why the aluminium window loses heat at a faster rate when the new UPVC window, than the new UPVC window. So include a reference to particles in your answer. So I've got a non-metal spacer there. And I think from the question it says it's being upgraded from aluminium. I'm trying to look for it now. Homeowner replaces aluminium frame double glazed windows that contain metal spacers. So yeah, aluminium is a much better conductor because it's a metal. You could say plastic is a poor conductor or good insulator. There's many things you could say there. The metal spacer will conduct heat from the hot end, the inner pane, to the colder end, the outer pane. This is worth 4 marks, by the way. The particles on the hot end will vibrate and pass this kinetic energy to neighbouring particles. So I'm on about particles here. And these free to localize electrons will transfer energy by migrating towards the metal, through the metal, sorry. I could have mentioned about, it doesn't give much about the colour there, but usually UPVC frames are white and therefore they're not good emitters. So they're not going to emit heat to the outside, but that's pretty much your 4 marks there. Heat. So explain how heat is lost through the roof of a house when the loft is not insulated. Refer to ceiling, which is a solid, loft space, which is a fluid, and the roof tiles, which is again a solid. So heat from the house will transfer through the solid ceiling via conduction. Then air is going to get heated and become less dense, and it's going to rise, cause a convection current. As the less dense air displaces the more dense will sink then. And then heat will then be lost through the tiles via conduction for 3 marks. Explain why reducing energy losses. So this is the second time this has come up in this paper, with a total of 5 marks now. So I've got 3 here and 2 from my early question. So energy is needed to maintain temperature inside the house. Okay, so that's maybe one extra bit of information we didn't have before. But here we go. More energy equals more fuel. More fuel equals more CO2 and more SO2 being released to the environment by the power stations, therefore contributing towards global warming and greenhouse effect. So please don't miss these marks. Okay, I think they'd be very generous next time if they did for 5 marks what they did in that paper.